Hey everyone, and welcome back to Return to Writing, where we talk about various things from stories in games to story crafting. Today I'm going to talk more about why I make the content I have been making and will be making more of, and that is more of the theory crafting and story crafting based off of like video game stuff, or just like movies, books, things like that. Things that aren't typically writing focused. And I know I said in a community tab and on Twitter that I would be using my tiny mic specifically for this video, and I am. This is my tiny mic. I have it situated on my laptop. But yeah, why am I talking about this? Because I am a writer. I am quite literally writing a book. I have a published poetry book, which I plan on reworking and republishing. So what am I doing with this? What am I doing here talking about this? It doesn't seem like something I should be talking about. Let me get to it. Now, the reason I specifically, as a writer and as an author in the making, I'm talking about like video game stuff, movie stuff, well, eventually movie stuff, for now, video game stuff, because there's a lot to talk about with games. Why am I talking about that? I am someone who is very into games that have good story, good story that drives the game, a story where it's blended very seamlessly into the game. And behind every good game is a good story to some extent. It could be simple, it could be extremely deep and lore heavy. But the whole point is that story is important, and I wanted to basically make that the focal point of the videos, where it's just like the reason I love theory videos is because we're focusing on story, we are focusing on details that make up the greater story of the game, or even just story points that we don't even think about in the game, which is why I started the series more to the story. So the content I make, I want to sort of act almost as an inspiration of sorts to not just get people talking about the different games and media I'm talking about and the theories, but also just to get people really digging into stories or getting people interested in stories more. Maybe even get people interested in writing stories more. I don't know. It could happen. You never know. Heck, it could inspire people to make games or movies or whatever. When it comes to things like the reimagining and rework of Garten of Banban that I did. I want to show that it is possible to take certain things and see where you can go with them. Because with Garten of Banban, that's a perfect example of how important story is, because the, the plot that each game starts out with of being a concerned parent looking for their child, that basically takes a back seat for all three games. Like the first two, it still sort of hinted at it. The third game, aside from like one video and a drawing, you kind of forget you even have a kid in the game. And you just question why you're there. And that's why I made my reimagining video, where it's just like, let's see where this could have gone if we focused on that actual opening bit, an opening like time skip scene. Because story can really make or break a game. Because it can either be really good and drive people to want to keep playing and learn more about the story, or it could make people be like, what is this? Why are we still paying attention to this? Where exactly is this going and what happened to the previous bits? Like I want my channel and my content to really make people think more about the importance of the story and approaching things from more of a writer's perspective, aside from just, oh yeah, it's a game. Why should we even care about the story? We should just be focusing on the game. So if there is anything I want you guys to take away from my content, my channel, is that behind just about every piece of media, whether it be a game, movie, show, book, whatever, there is a good story. There is a story being told and written, and that is very important to look at and dissect and really think about, because it wouldn't be there if it wasn't important. Like, these things wouldn't exist without the story. And that is why I'm making the content I am. Even if I intend on this becoming an author tube channel, which I mean, it is, I will be talking about my book more. because I am on Edit Copy too. I will be talking about that stuff, but there will still be a lot of like gaming stuff and theory stuff and story crafting and basically just sharing the art of story making and the importance of dissecting stories with you guys. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I now have a subreddit for this channel, r/return to writing. If you want to support me, links are in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. I am horrible at this.